And you know, I'm not going to waste any time because I know that this guy's going to try to expand. Okay, we can blackmail a local noble who is homosexual, which at the time was a huge deal, and it still sort of is in some circles. Just shows how much we've come. Let's blackmail him. We're going to declare war on this guy. Oh, I can just conquer it just because I'm neighboring it, but whatever. Claims are better because then I wouldn't have to deal with him. And I can just add it straight to my defense. So now we're at war again. And we will raise our troops again. And we will go over here again. And this province will be far more useful, and we'll actually have battles to fight. We have to fight him off. He's going to actually besiege our territory. I absolutely, I have to say, I adore this this mark right here. It's very Roman, and it doesn't look like something a Muslim would have. So I don't know why that's that way, but I like that it is. I'm a fan. So we're going to attack them. This is something that happens in the game a lot. You have to kind of, it's because I have way superior numbers. He's going to be able to run away. And it's a bummer. But I'm going to attack him. Alright, so I think that was our guy. I think that was our councilman. Nope, it's a different guy. He had the measles. So, let's look at this battle. This is the way the battles work in this game. The most important thing is other than numbers. Numbers are obviously the most important thing, but this leadership trait, this martial skill, is extremely useful. If it were to just be a head-on-head battle with me having this many members and this guy having this many members, I would actually probably lose just because my martial skill is so much lower. When I am a king and I start to formulate my armies, the first thing I always do is I make sure that the number of troops is always, they are always headed by somebody with a very high martial skill, as high as possible. And so I like to group them in large groups that don't have attrition, which is what this signifies, and I give them lots of men. So it's very, very good to do. So I've wiped that guy out. Now, actually, looks like that guy must have died in battle. The guy we were just fighting. Because this guy only has 10 martial skill. I kind of feel like a jerk now because that guy, you know, didn't really do anything wrong. I just need his territory. So this was the guy. Oh no, this is of my territory. Okay, so there was a successful crusade. So they actually won against the so the papacy got Jerusalem. And the reason they did was because the Seljuk Turks are so disorganized. But they did in real life as well, so I shouldn't hate them for that. The Holy Roman the Christians are making major headway in this game. The Holy Roman Empire has established rule in Sardinia, and they are using it as their capital, which is nuts. But whatever. I guess they're really looking to reclaim Africa. Byzantine Empire remains formidable. We still have this jihad. The Fatimids still have this jihad, even though we just lost Jerusalem to the heathens. Anyway, I hope to end this if possible. But the thing is, you know, I had to grow my character. Now I'm having to fight these guys in Christian territories. I'm not really getting that much stronger. Okay, we got another member of our family coming in. How old is our son? Okay, so he's coming up on 6. And as soon as he becomes 6, we're going to you know, we're going to tutor him ourselves because he's our heir. Now our mosque is stronger, continually growing our total county levy. And now our other wife is pregnant. But see, Seville is much larger than ours. It's the main reason I didn't try anything. Even Algeciras is pretty big. So, you know, even if I were to declare independence upon getting this, it's going to be a serious war. I'm likely going to need allies. I have to have some allies in order to really win. Holy Roman Empire is frightening. Look at this thing. It's only expanded this game. Hopefully at some point it falls apart. Hopefully, you know, the Kaiser dies. This Kaiser is very, very capable, it looks like. So hopefully he dies at some point. We're able to, wonderful. Hopefully he dies at some point and the vassals rebel against his successor, which is this guy. But, you know, I have no idea if that's going to happen, so it'll be interesting to see. And if that does happen, this will fall, no doubt. Oh my goodness. Marrakech has somehow... Even though this guy is still alive. Okay, we have a son. Abdallah, that's an okay name. I always like Abu Bakr. And then I like to name them after the four rightly guided caliphs, even though they're going to all fight each other. The four rightly guided caliphs, for those who don't know, were the original four leaders of Islam following the Prophet Muhammad's death. They were as follows: Abu Bakr, Uthmar, I want to say, and Ali. And there's a lot of controversy with, you know, between the Sunni and the Shia about whether, you know, why, like, whether or not they were like just. The Sunni, I'll call them the four rightly guided caliphs. The Shia believe that Ali, who was Muhammad's, I want to say son-in-law, I'm not positive, they believe that he was the real successor to Muhammad, and that here we have another son. See, this is no good. I'll call him Uthman. So Kareem is 5. So that means that these two kids are both 0. So they're 5 years younger than him. That'll give him a little window to deal with them if that happens. The longer my guy lives now, it basically means that the less chance this guy will have to deal with these two kids. Wonderful. Damn them all to hell. Lost some men from that. Need to educate him. I'm gonna do it myself. Even though I'm not the best at everything, it's wise to do that just because then I can control his traits. So anyway, like I was saying, the Shia believe that Ali was the true righteous successor, and that basically the other 3 rightly guided caliphs were denying him the right to be the leader of Islam. And it's a very interesting divide, because, okay, so let's see here. Okay, I got the Chieftain of Columbia, I get 100 prestige, he loses 100, exactly the same thing that happened last time. So now I am, in the last 5 years, I have seized 2 counties from other counts in the area. So you see exactly what I'm talking about. This is a pretty serious levy that this guy can raise here. So this is going to be my next battle against Porto. I hope to do that before long, but we're going to look a little bit around. And so this is important. See, his decadence is 33. Notice the effect it's having on his just, it's horrible. His defense is losing tons of morale, and the income goes down by 2%. And the reason is because of all these siblings. Look at this. This guy's unlanded. He's got all these guys, they're dead, so they're not contributing. But just like it's this family. She's got kids. He's got kids. I'm actually not entirely sure why their decadence is going up so much. This guy is a contributor, but you know, I guess it's mostly just because this guy sucks. You know, I don't really know, but our decadence is not bad at all. In fact, I think we can even lower it more. No, I don't have an ambition. Well, let's have my ambition be to amass wealth. No, I don't know. If I could become steward, that'd be good. I think I can do that. I don't know. Who cares? Let's amass wealth. But yeah, if we observe Ramadan, you'll see you lose 3 decadence. We lose 60 gold. That's totally worth it. Look at this. We gain, for 5 years, we gain 40 plus 4.4 piety a month, and we get plus 2 church opinion. We gain 15 piety straight off the back, and we lose 3 decadence, which is unbelievably good. So we're going to observe Ramadan. Let the fast commence. We need to wait a while anyway. We need to get this guy fabricating claims on Porto, which is what we want. We'll leave that guy with... So here we go. I'm stealing... I am stealing from people because I'm greedy. I missed that other one, but basically it was something saying I should do this. Yes, I'm gonna do it. So he raised some of my troops, I believe. I'm gonna have a nice feast. This guy refused to come. I think this guy must be Christian. Nope, he's Sunni. He just looks Christian. He's even a Hajjaj. So all these guys gain some permanent increases in there. I believe it's permanent. So let's do it. Let's present it to all my wives. That way all their increases go up. And our decadence went down by 3. Huh. Interesting. So, see the big difference, though? This guy has a decadence of 33, and he loses this much. He loses 2.1% of his income, and 17% of the morale of his troops goes down. My decadence is down 6%, and the morale of my troops is plus 14, and my income is plus 5%. It's extremely good to have low decadence. And this is why I was telling you about how I wipe out my family. It's messed up and strange, but it's incredibly useful for maintaining low decadence scores. So all of these boys that I'm having here are expendable. I, as Sheikh Kareem, am probably not going to actually do anything about it. If it gets really serious, I will. But if I were to kill this guy, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. If I imprison him, I do get tyranny. That's not the case if they're not your son. So if this Kareem were to imprison Abu Bakr, then he would not gain any tyranny because he's of his family. So it's expected of you to do that. The game makes it extremely easy for you to rip your family up. You know, I don't know why they do that. I don't have much of an explanation, but that's what you need to do as a Muslim. So my relatives are still non-existent, and they're all here. The female, I don't believe, ever will add to your decadence, which is convenience. I'm not positive if that's true, but I'm relatively sure. I'll note that, you know, none of these kids have done that yet. Ida bin Muhammad has not raised my decadence score, even though she's a dwarven, shy, slothful, gluttonous. She's terrible. She's uniquely awful. Yeah, it's funny. So my mayor, who, you know, is married to her, did not join me in my wars, which is kind of a dick move on his part. I don't like it, but So, this guy is currently fighting for Aragon. He's trying to get it. And he's probably not going to do that well, but, you know, looks like this guy got absorbed. Which is too bad for him. This is the emirate I really want to increase my relations with. I got a weak claim. So I could claim Tangier because my wife is... Okay, because my wife is his sister. I think. Actually, I don't know. What's the deal with this guy? I guess it's just a revolt or something. Anyway, it's in Tangier, which is here. It'd actually be relatively useful if I could get it. But I'm not going to, because it looks like this area is too large, really, for me to deal with. I don't... Trying to declare war on that guy is not going to be in my best interest. It'd be nice if I could control the entire strait, but I don't even have this place, so not worrying about it. So, I can continue to raise, to get more people in my levies, or I could just not. I'm gonna... This guy's 30. He's gonna be a key ally, because it's likely that I'm gonna try to take over some of these areas also. And if I do that, I will want this guy on my side. He and I have a lot in common. Even though he's got syphilis, which sucks. I don't know how these guys all get syphilis. I'm glad that my guy keeps it in his pants. Okay, so this guy who I really, really liked died of syphilis, which is a huge bummer. He was extremely useful because the spy master is probably the most important position you can give. You need to make sure that it's a good person and loyal. So this guy is got 57% opinion of me. And, you know, he's loyal. His skill is pretty high. I'd like it to be higher, but I don't have anyone better. So I'm going to use him. So let's build a spy network here. I still have this really... No, I don't. So I'm going to use that to up the levy size here. My marshal to train troops here. Okay. So I can either get Shy, or that I can possibly lose Shy. Let's do that. I think he probably got Shy. Yeah, that's no good. But... Shy is a terrible trait. I even have it. And I don't know how to get rid of it. Like, it sometimes happens, and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we got some tactics. Let's look at my... Yeah, my levy sucks. We're gonna do this. I do not want to get content. Okay. My decadence is not going up at all, but I'm not losing any either because I'm not fighting wars. So, let's see if I can observe Ramadan again. I mean, you're supposed to be able to observe Ramadan every single year. Okay. I would rather gain... I'd rather gain this, because I think that this will go away, like it says, until the end of the game. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I think it goes only until the next event fires, because this is part of a series of events. So I'm going to do this, because I'd rather just get the block piety rather than, you know, this tiny amount of prestige and piety for only a little while. Perfect. Great. That's extremely good, because I need that. So I am now scholarly. And that's not surprising to me because I already have an extremely high learning. In fact, look at this. My guy is like a genius. If my ward, if this guy does not get extremely good traits other than shy, I might actually try to pass off Abu Bakr. But we'll see. So she actually is alright. She started out base of all this with base scores of 1 on almost everything. She's only 3. Let's look at this dude. He's only 1. Uthman ibn Karim is not terrible. Okay. Our gold is exploding. We are now getting way more gold than we ever did, and that's because we took over these territories. Columbria plus Cadiz gives us around, and we're only getting more, it gives us around 1,200 troops total. Porto has the max of 1,200 troops. It wouldn't give up that many. This place, still not Shia. So, just like Sunni, excuse me. Just like ours, it's still Catholic. If we can get this first, that would be extremely good. So the max levy on this place is 550. So that is probably how many we're gonna get. And it looks like we can get all of the levy. We can get 89 of the soldiers, and that's because of the Wali. Interesting that that's true. Great. I guess this is because of my high learning. This is extremely useful. It didn't give them a trait, but they're now very close. And that is very good because they're heirs. So we will remain close. At some point, probably after, assuming I do manage to rebel and successfully rebel, I will give Kareem one of the territories. I would love to be able to rebel. It looks like this guy is not budging at all from his. You know, he should probably give this son, you know, maybe a piece of land or something, or even his brother. I wouldn't, but what do I know? Ooh. That is nice. Look at that. Perfect. Quietly encourage Kareem. I could get humble. He could get proud or wroth. He could get proud or humble or no effect. So, do I want proud or humble? I guess I will want humble. I think Kareem has humble. Yeah, it gives you piety. Let's do it. Humble is extremely useful for a Muslim. It's not as good as a Christian as it is as a Muslim, because piety isn't as useful. Piety is general. Whoa, what is this going? Whoa, I'm not liking I'm not liking all these Holy Roman Empire troops around here. Who are they at war with? Nobody. They're just moving in our areas. It's freaky. Okay. Oh, great. This is because I'm shy. I lost some prestige. Oh, freaking dumb. Okay. I don't know what that Majesty score is. Alright, what's up with this? Well, this is obviously what I'm going to choose. I could gain Charitable, which means I would lose Greedy, which is okay. But I'd rather gain Learning. Let's do it. If I lose Greedy, then I don't get as much money. Great! Terrific! They are now Andalusian. Coimbra. I like it. That's, you know, that's another thing that was holding us back. So they are basically now fully Arabic. Fully Arabized. Whatever. Terrific. Revolt risk is high in these areas, but okay. we do get a higher tax rate here because I think it's because in real life there was a tax on people who were not Muslim under Muslim rule. There's a higher tax. Basically, it was like you can stay Christian or Jewish or whatever you are, or you can convert to Islam. And if you do stay Jewish or Christian, that's fine, but you pay a higher tax. I think it's pretty reasonable. I'm sure that they wouldn't think that, but you know, many conquerors have forced religion on people in worse ways than that. So I don't think of. So again, this dude is doing the same. She's doing the exact same problem. Like, these two don't like each other. Obviously, I'm gonna side with my wife this time because last time I didn't. So it's that simple. This is a heretic stronghold. Yeah, he's really. But unfortunately, he does have his full levy here. His entire thing is possible. I have total control over this area too. But it's useless to me because they're Catholic. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna build something here. Wonderful. We got the Sultan on our side. And we are losing this war somehow. Okay. At last. We have a new court imam. Let's get this guy to be my court imam. It's 20. He is very, very good. Perfect. Wonderful. Not only that, but he adores me. Thinks I'm the greatest person in the world. Exactly what we need. Look at that. 7.12 yearly. Wonderful. Sorry, Yahya Biramedid, whatever your name is. You are not what I needed. This guy is the answer.